Hi everybody, today we hear about the great story of Esther. And just so you know, Esther is a weird book of the Bible because it hardly mentions God. But we're meant to see God sort of working in the background in this really interesting situation that actually has more to do with our lives than we might think. So to put this story in context, we have Esther. We have a group of Jews actually who are living outside of Israel about 100 years after the Babylonian exile. They're living in this Persian town, and there's a king. And the king holds a beauty contest, and whoever wins this beauty contest will become the next queen. Pretty awesome. Esther enters the contest and wins, and she becomes the queen and marries the king. However, she hides her religion from her husband, from the king. This is a reason why you need to talk about these things in marriage prep and why marriage prep is important. But so she hides her faith from her husband, the king, and someone bends the ear of the king and says that he needs to destroy all of the Jews living in their country. And so he issues a decree on a certain day that all of the Jews will be killed. Now Esther finds herself in a really interesting situation, a challenging situation, because one, even though the king is her husband, to say something to the king without being invited to say to the king is punishable by death. Secondly, if she speaks up to the king and reveals to her husband that she's Jewish, then her life is also in jeopardy. So she is stuck in the situation of, do I say something and risk my own life, but to save the people, everybody else who is Jewish, or do I keep my mouth shut and save my life? She's stuck in this catch-22. Should she say something? But maybe it's precisely for a moment like this that she's put in the position that she is. So enter our first reading today. So she turns to God and says, okay, God, I don't have a lot of faith right now, so I'm going to rely on the faith of those who have gone before me, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. I need your help. I need faith like you. Same thing for us in our faith life. In those moments where our faith is challenged and difficult, we might think, okay, God of my friend Brandon, and God of my grandma, or God of my mom or dad. We can think about how God has been faithful to other people in our lives and ask for their same faith. The second thing she does is she's very specific about what she wants. She says, give me the words that I need. Change the situation around. Just like in our gospel today, Jesus says, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open. Be very specific in what we ask for. And I think our opening prayer for Mass today ties in beautifully with the story of Esther. It says this, bestow on us, we pray, O Lord, a spirit of always pondering on what is right and of hastening to carry it out. And since without you we cannot exist, may we be enabled to live according to your will. Now, we might not find ourselves today in a situation where our life is on the line and we're challenged to speak up or not say anything. But we are often put in situations where it's like, do I share my faith or not share my faith? Do I speak up or not speak up? And maybe today we can ask, may the God of Esther help me.